Stop number 36 on the Castrol GTX, or is that, no, maybe 37. Well, whatever stop we're on here today brings us to Rockingham Raceway here, North Carolina Motor Speedway at Rockingham, North Carolina. The Rock, as it is known. And we are here today for the running of the AC Delco 400, a second stop at Rockingham for the season. And we come here with a pretty good points battle happening here. As going into this race, Jessica Shelton leads the points in the going into this race here at Rockingham the Rock. Joshua Osborne currently sits second position in the points. Dylan Young running in the third spot. So maybe a point. So right now it's a points battle between those three drivers, and all three of them start in the top 10 here today, as you see right here in the picture. Going into this race here, I think this is stop 37 on the season here at the Rock. But anyway, let's get to the storyline for today's running of this event here today. On the pole at 158 miles per hour, it's two-time winner of the season, Joshua Osborne. He's second place in the points coming in. The Western Auto Chevrolet car 17 won the season at Darlington, the first stop at Darlington and the second stop at Michigan. Here, alongside of Osborne will be the third place driver in the points, going for the Rockingham sweep. Dylan Young, he won here earlier in the season, as well as the races at Kentucky and the second stop at Dover. Row 2, Joshua Sekuli in the number 12 Ray Bess's Buick has the inside of the second row. He almost won at Chicagoland this season. He'll be flanked by three-time winner of the season, Jessica Shelton, the number 9 Coors Melling Ford. She won at Sonoma, the second Martinsville race, and the second race at North Wilkesboro. And Shelton right now currently leads the points chase coming into the Rock. Row number 3 has Joshua Collar, the number 43 STP Pontiac. He'll be on the inside of the third row. He won the season at Kansas and at New Hampshire. He's alongside the winner at Yas Marina Circuit. It is Dalton Day in car number 20, the Crown Petroleum Oldsmobile. Row number 4 has the car of Cole Deaver in number 7 Xerox Henry Freeze Ford. He will be alongside the number 57 Heinz Tomato Ketchup Pontiac, another three-time winner this season, Kev Shear. He swept the races at Charlotte, North Carolina. He also won the season at Richmond, Virginia in the second race, the first stop at Richmond, Virginia, I should say. Row number 5 has Kyle Matthews, a Meliella Pontiac, car number 42. He will be flanked by the Skull Classic Oldsmobile, car number 1 of Trent Dunham. He dominated the first laps at Martinsville. He also actually only to fall prey late in the going. Row 6 has Charles Sanford, the winner of the day race at Bristol, the number 24 DuPont Chevrolet. He'll be alongside the number 31 Mom and Pop's Goodwrench Chevrolet. It is Dylan Poteet. He will be alongside. Row number 7 has the number 94 Sunoco as the number 88 Ford Quality Care Ford driven by Keith Batson. He'll be alongside the number 94 Sunoco Ultra Oldsmobile of Jesse Turner for the first stop at Pocono. Batson finished second, by the way, at the last stop at North Wilkesboro. Here he's currently 6th in the standings. Then it's Michael Norman, the number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, winner of the season at Chicagoland Speedway. He'll be flanked by Ryan George, two-time winner of the season, the Pennzoil Pontiac, car number 30, winner of the second stop at Richmond. He also won the first stop at North Wilkesboro. Then it's Zed Weinstein, the number 70 Rumpel Furniture Pontiac. He'll be flanked by the number 27 Kodiak Pontiac of Benjamin Miles. He almost took the second stop at Talladega, only to get past in a wild shuffle on the final lap. Then it's Seth Cole, number 52 Alka-Seltzer Pontiac for NNSCRA Motorsports. He'll be alongside the number 99 Exibarris SKF Ford of Levi McIntyre, winner of the 2 races this season. He won at Dover. He won the first stop at Dover. He also took the Pepsi 400 down in Daytona. Then it's Paul Minnick, the number 4 Kodak Film Chevrolet. He'll be flanked by John Arndt, the All-Star Race winner, in the Valvoline Ford, car number 6. And here comes the command to fire the engines here at Rockingham.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
And getting the variety engines, we got some racing here today. At this 1.017 mile racetrack here. Johnny Gardner and Quentin Moore will be in the next row down. Gardner in car 28, Moore in car 21. I tell you what, this first lap ought to be interesting to watch here. Who's going to be the first driver? Who's going to be the driver out of those two? If it's one of those two, they'll lead the first lap here. Remember, Osborne and Young are both in the battle for the points with Jessica Shelton. The top 3 drivers are in the top 4 spots. Green flag waves here for 50 laps of racing. We're underway here at the Rock. Jumping out in front, it is Joshua Osborne, car number 17, the ace in the Western Auto Chevrolet. One of the associate sponsors of this car is also the event sponsor, AC Delco. You'll see it on the back of Osborne's car. And Osborne will be the first to get those 5 bonus points for leading a lap here, but Joshua Collard goes to the inside. He'll take the number 1 spot. Collard bringing the King Richard Petty 43 out in front here. He's been running strong in the late going of the season. Collard won 3 times last season. He's won twice this season. And here comes the rookie Cole Deaver, car number 7 to the inside. He's got the shove in the car of Kyle Matthews. Matthews, who usually runs good at the Rock. In fact, got one of his first wins at this track. I believe it was back in season number 8 or 9, whichever. I think it was in season 9 he got a win here. And here comes Matthews for the lead in car 42. The Meliella Pontiac dives inside of Cole Deaver. Deaver led the lap, but now Matthews takes it, and 3 wide back there. Collard up the high side here, gets off the wall, and just about goes right up against Michael Norman as they go down the backstretch. Now Batson, and Collard shot up the track there big time. He and Osborne both losing spots like crazy. So too is Cab Shear in car 57. And point leader Jessica Shelton caught up in the eye of the storm here in that number 9 car. Right there behind her buddy Seth Cole. Weinstein going by, Sakuli going by in the number 12 car. Osborne still losing spots as he loses a spot here to Daniel Olson in 25. And Levi McIntyre, number 99, goes inside of his buddy Trent Dunham. Off corner number 2 they come here, and they're still bouncing off the wall. Turn 2 seems to be sort of like Calamity corner of this track. Jonathan Zorlin, car 71, goes inside of Dawson Wise in number 18. There's Zach Winkle, the second Pocono winner. Cole Baker, the Atlanta winner. Amari Setimer Jr., who won a second stop on the tour, who won a second visit to Talladega. He's right behind the first Talladega winner. That's Chris Dodd, who also took the Daytona 500 in the Snickers Buick. Jeremy Jones, Chelsea Bowles right there in 26. There's JT Bryant. Getting passed by the night race winner at Bristol, Andrew Perry. And you remember it was Perry who collected his very first Castrol GTX Cup Series victory at this race 1 season ago. In the AC Delco 400, he just absolutely dominated that race last season. A number 5 car, now with Levi Garrett as a sponsor, and Jeremy Jones shot up the track in number 14. Whoa! He and JT Bryant got doggone close in that 10 car. Matt Dalio and Zachary Fitzwater round out the field, and now Dylan Young has led his first lap of the race. So both he and Joshua Osborne both gaining those all-important 5 points for leading a lap. And look who's coming through the field quickly. That's Johnny Gardner, 28 here. He's quickly moving this way up through the field, as is the 55 of Chris Dollerton. Winner of 3 assists this season. On board Chris Dollerton's car, carrying one of our in-car cameras in today's event. Dollerton won on 2 of the road courses this season at Watkins Glen and Riverside. He also took the prestigious Southern 500 down in Darlington. Jesse Turner now with the lead in number 94. Here comes Johnny Gardner to the inside lane of Turner. And Dollerton almost trying to make it 3, had thoughts to make it 3 wide, but thought better of it. As you're riding with Dollerton as it all happens. Down to about 143 miles an hour through turns 1 and 2 as Sal Vassie goes going into turn number 3, excuse me. And into the third turn at 166 miles per hour. Now coming out of turn number 4. He'll get back on the throttle. I think he'll be almost 170 going into turn 1, I think. Nope. 163 miles per hour into turn number 1. Dalton's last lap 155.5 miles an hour as he goes to the second position. Johnny Gardner taking the lead in car number 28. Now John Arndt and Kyle Matthews trying to make their way around the number 94 Jesse Turner now and throw Quentin Moore into this mix in number 21. He's been running strong here. He's moving his way through the field as well. And here comes Dalton for the lead in car 55. Dalton in the Oldsmobile, Gardner in the Ford. Dalton dips down the S lead, but here comes John Arndt in the 6 car, and he's wanting another win here. That's number 6 machine. Arndt looking strong here in this portion of the event, and he'll go inside. Dalton shoots out in front for the moment. Matthews to 3rd, Gardner to 4th, 5th is Quentin Moore. 6th is now Dylan Young. Seth Cole going up the track. Cole Deaver going by him. Seth Cole, Jesse Turner, Levi McIntyre, Paul Minnick. There's point leader Jessica Shelton in this mix as well. Right there behind her is the cars of Charles Sanford and Michael Norman. McIntyre up to the high side on board Jessica Shelton's car. In the third turn, and whoa, Shelton dipping down the apron on the track a little bit. She now breaks into the top 10. Fell back in the early going in this event. Trying to keep that point lead. Only Dylan Young is ahead of her in the 6th position. Joshua Osborne, meanwhile, has slipped back through the field, though, but he's trying to make his way back up through the field. Osborne, that time by, clocked in the 20th position. Now dives up underneath Joshua Sakuli, who started 3rd position in this race here. Kev Shear right behind him in 57. And now Poteet up the track, and whoa, Sakuli getting close to I thought there for a minute Sakuli was going to tap Poteet's car and send him into a spin. I mean, Poteet running way up the track in that number 31 car, trying to gain some momentum. Some people don't realize you get up to the high side. That is the longest way around, though, but you go run the high side on some of the bank tracks, it does give you more momentum and more straightaway speed. Now Dylan dips low on the racetrack. John Gilbert right there in 26th position. Daniel Olson, Sky Commons, there's Stoudemire going inside of Andrew Perry for position. That's for the 29th spot. And now John Arndt, car number 6, will take the lead. As he takes the lead here, Kyle Matthews going inside of Cole Deaver for position. And Seth Cole, the president of the NNSCRA, looking for his first win of the season in the 52 car. He had one last season. That came at Charlotte in the NASCAR and Speed 500. But look at Matthews like a shot out of a cannon to the inside lane. Gained up quite a bit on John Arndt, and he'll take the lead in that 42 car. Some great racing happening here today at the Rock. As Matthews leads, here comes Seth Cole to the inside in car 52. Oh gosh, who led that lap? Matthews did by just a smidgen, 500ths of a second was they say the margin. But when it came out of turn 2, it's going to be Seth Cole taking the lead. And there are still 27 laps to go in this race here. Matthews dives back inside. Oh gosh, and now Cole led that lap by almost the same margin as Matthews being by, but now Matthews goes back into turn 1 and he'll take the lead back. Some great racing for the lead here at the Rock here. Dylan Young now closes in the number 2 car. He'll take 3rd position. Now here comes Chris Dalton back for making another go at it in that 55 car. John Arndt doing the same thing in the 6, and the top 5. Actually, These guys all bunched up here. Now Seth Cole goes back inside. He'll take the lead back from Matthews. And now Dalton, meanwhile, tries to take third from Dylan Young. Matthews shoots up the track, and now Dalton dives up underneath, and Dalton has got the momentum on the low side. I said the high side can provide you more momentum and more straightaway speed, and I guess that defied physics as far as my standpoint was concerned. But nonetheless, though, Chris Dalton is in second position right now, right there behind Seth Cole on board Chris Dalton's car, and he knows that it's right there in front of him. Dalton running in second position at the moment. Seth Cole the leader. Dalton looking for a class-leading 4th win of the season. Seth goes up the track. Dalton tries to dip low. Nothing doing. Can't muster enough speed as they come out of turn number 4. About 167 miles per hour into turn number 1 goes Chris Dalton. Now John Arndt goes to the 3rd position now in that 6 car. Arndt had a win last season at Charlotte in the 600. He also won the All-Star race this season, so John Arndt not particularly skunked as far as wins itself are concerned. Cole Deaver in 4th. Johnny Gardner trying to take 4th position from Cole Deaver. Here, Deaver in a 7, Gardner in a 28. Pair of Fords going at it. And meantime, Chris Dalton going for the lead. But Seth had the straightaway speed we talked about, and pulls back ahead of the car of Johnny Gardner. Pulls back ahead of the car of Seth Cole and of Chris Dalton. And now Dalton now in jeopardy of losing second position to the 6 of John Arndt. Deaver up to the 4th position. Now he holds off Gardner for position. And how about that 4 car, Paul Minnick? We haven't talked about him at all today in that Ford machine. He's taken that Kodak Film Chevy up to the number 6 spot. Very strong run for the number 4 Kodak car for the Morgan McClure team. He's in 6th. 7th is Michael Norman. 8th, Jessica Shelton. 9th is Dylan Young. And in 10th is Charles Sanford in car 24. Sanford, of course, the defending Castrol GTX Cup Series champion from last season. Not quite a season that he wanted this season, but nonetheless, a few solid runs. He did get a win this season, as we said, at Bristol, Tennessee, in the Food City 500 day race at Bristol. And Johnny Gardner shoved to the high side. Now Dylan Young is also on the high side. Gardner, and whoa, look at Sanford trying to get a sweep around both of them. And look at the battle for the lead we got right now. 3 wide for the lead. Here comes Norman inside of Deaver, and Deaver will take the number 1 spot. Now comes Norman 3 wide, and Shelton goes 3 wide between her, Minnick, and Seth Cole. Shelton takes the position away. Now she goes after Chris Dalton. And just blocks the number 6 car, John Arndt, for position as we go on board Jessica Shelton's car again. Dalton pulls back ahead. Now Dalton runs back behind Norman for the number 2 position. Here comes Deaver passing Shelton for 3rd. Up to the lap car now, up to 14 of Jeremy Jones. And now and then we see the 6 car, John already stopped in a rear view mirror. He takes position from Jess as they go down, but she's going to get held up by that 14 of Jeremy Jones trying to find a spot to the inside lane. And you can imagine Jess very, very frustrated right now with that 14 car. Muscles him out of the way, and now Sanford follows through. But right now, Michael Norman jumping out in front in the 3 car. He had a great run in the first visit here at the Rock this season, finishing, I believe, finishing I think in the top 5 in that race. He had a very good run. He did get a win, as I said, as I said before, at Chicagoland Speedway earlier this season. But here comes that 6 car, John Arndt. As he'll dive inside, he'll take position, and Norman got loose coming out of turn number 2. Deaver tries to shove the 3 car back up to the lead, but When they get into turn number 1, it'll be John. It'll be turn number 4. It'll be John Arndt the leader now. Well, these cars are so bunched up, it looks like a Talladega draft. And oddly enough, this is a 1-mile racetrack, so this here, very fast racetrack here. We do have another 1-mile track coming up next race on the tour. That'll be at Phoenix, Arizona, and this car here of Paul Minnick's will bring the Oldsmobile out for the race at Phoenix. He's running a Chevrolet here for the high speeds and better aerodynamics, and now Minnick goes underneath, and he'll try to take the lead for that 6 car. And look at that 4 car go of Paul Minnick out in front. And where did Zed Weinstein come from in the 70 machine? He's up to 3rd, make that 2nd now. We haven't talked at all about Zed Weinstein, and now he'll take the lead from Paul Minnick, and he'll lead the lap as well. And they are closing up on 10 laps to go. And whoa, Minnick gets shot to the high side by the 6 car of John Arndt. Minnick gets off the wall going to the 3rd turn. 3 wide in the 3rd turn, in the turn 3 now. And whoa, problems maybe with that 4 car of Paul Minnick. He's losing spots like crazy. Norman goes by. Young goes by. Matthews goes by. Poteet tries to go by. Jesse Turner, Joshua Osborne's right in this mix now. Jessica Shelton right there behind. Battling with Levi McIntyre for position, the 9 and the 99. A pair of Fords going at it. Shelton back in 16th position, maybe 17th now, as here comes Actually, she's in 7th. No, she's in 16th position. Yeah, 16th position. Make that 17th now, as McIntyre goes by. Ryan George trying to go by in that number 30 car. Shelton up in the high side now. Not much she can do at the moment. Now Kev Shear dives underneath. He'll go by. Or doesn't he go by? Shelton throws the block on the 57 of Kev Shear, but Shear still sticks that nose at Pontiac down low. That's 18th and 19th you're looking at right there. Meantime, Dylan Young and Joshua Osborne, the number 2 and 3 drivers in the points, they are liking what they're seeing right there. Shelton back there behind those 2. And oh gosh, we got a bunch up right now. Lap traffic, major lap traffic ahead. Who's leading the race now? It's Cole Deaver in 7. He's got Johnny Gardner right behind in that 28 car. Look at this. Look at this gaggle of cars we're seeing at right here. Oh my goodness. Chelsea Bowles up the high side. She's holding up Charles Sanford in 24. Bowles in the 26. And Bowles got way loose in the 3rd turn. Now and oh my gosh, that's Zach Winkle in the 11. Oh my goodness. How much longer can this go on here? 6 laps to go here at the Rock. And we are under yellow for the first time today, and apparently something did let go. Cole Deaver is the leader of the race there, and it looks like we are... It looks like it was Quentin Moore. It looks like it might have been Quentin Moore and Joshua Collard. Yeah, Quentin Moore's definitely one of them in that 21 car. His car's damaged up badly. So too is Collard. So it was Moore and Collard. But that wasn't what happened. I think it looked like Kev Shear and Nick Johnson. Shear gets run down low by Cole Baker. And I didn't see what happened. Darn replay fail. Nick Johnson just right there to see him on the high side, and JT Bryant just barely missed. Yeah, there's where Collard got the hit, and there's where Moore got the hit. Both of them hitting Nick Johnson. Shearer getting into a spin right there. There's Collard, and just about got tapped from behind by the 88 of Keith Batson. So we'll see if the race will get restarted. So we'll see if the race can get restarted right now. Lights on pace car are off. So we are gonna get a one lap dash to the checkered flag. Oh boy. And this, by the way, the third time this has happened here this season. Here we had it happen once at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and I can't remember the second time when we had that happen actually. But it's the third time we're going to get a green-white restart here, and on the final lap, Cole Deaver trying to hold him off for his first win of the season. Johnny Gardner also looking for his first win of the season. He's got the lap car to Zachary Fitzwater right there between them. Third position is Chris Dalton looking for his fourth win of the year. Looking for his second is Michael Norman. He's in fourth, and looking for his third of the season is Kyle Matthews running in fifth position. Sekuli in 6th, Poteet 7th, Arndt in 8th, Turner 9th, and Minnick running in 10th position. Points contenders, Dylan Young's 11th, Joshua Osborne 13th, and Jessica Shelton running 17th at the moment. The green flag waves and the white flag both. One lap dash of checkers. Who takes it all in the AC Delco 400? Deaver got a decent start. Here comes Johnny Gardner to the inside lane. He gets by Fitzwater. Here comes Gardner. Johnny Gardner, car 28 to the end. Tries to go to the inside of Cole Deaver. Here they go off in the third turn. Here comes Gardner. He goes to the inside. He does not have enough momentum. He may have it out of turn number 4. He takes his shot to the inside. No! Cole Deaver gets his first ever Castrol GTX Cup Series victory. He wins the AC Delco 400 here at the Rock. And apparently we had a car today on the apron on the track there, I think on the... I thought we had a car on the apron on the track. I don't know. But how about that number 7 Xerox Antifreeze Ford, the Alan Kowicki Special? Cole Deaver gets his first ever Castrol GTX Cup Series victory. He wins the AC Delco 400 here at the Rock. So 37 races are in the books, and there are 3 races to go here in the season. Cole Deaver averaging 133.546 miles an hour, held off a hard-charging and determined Johnny Gardner to take the win. Chris Dalton, a great finishing in third spot position. That may that's going to help him a bunch to try to solidify a top 5 standing in the points. Michael Norman finishes in 4th position. Kyle Matthews usually runs good at the Rock. He did again today, finishing in 5th position with the Meliella colors. 6th position, Joshua Sekuli. 7th, Dylan Poteet. 8th was Jesse Turner. John Arndt coming home a great run in 9th. And Dylan Young, how about him, finishing in 10th position. And that's going to help him close up a bunch on the leader, on the leaders, Jessica Shelton and Joshua Osborne in the points. Charles Sanford coming home and finishing in 11th position. 12th was Paul Minnick, an excellent run for him today. Joshua Osborne comes home 13th, second place in the points. But I think Dylan Young might be close enough to get Osborne possibly for second place after this run here today. We'll see. Levi McIntyre, a great run in 14th. 15th was Ryan George. 16th was Zed Weinstein. Your championship leader, Jessica Shelton, finishing in 17th position. 18th was Seth Cole. 19th, Trent Dunham. And 20th was Benjamin Miles. A good run for him. A solid run for him, let's put it that way. Keith Batson, 21st. A so-so day for him. Dalton Day 22nd, 23rd. Kev Sheriff for getting involved in that altercation with about 5 to go in that race. John Gilbert in finishing 24th, 25th. Daniel Olson, I should say, matching his car number. Andrew Perry 26th. Matt Dalio 27, 28. Sky Commons 29. Zachary Biswater matching his car number. Sky Commons was the last car on the lead lap. Fitzwater was 29th, 30th was Stoudemer, 31st was Winkle, Chelsea Bowles 32nd, 33rd Chris Dodd, 34th, Dawson Wise 35th, JT Bryant, Jonathan Zorlin 36th, Jeremy Jones 37th, Cole Baker 2 laps down on 38th. He's the last car to finish. Cars out of the race. Here Joshua Collard with a broken oil line on his number 43 STP Pontiac. Quentin Moore had an ignition problem. And Nick Johnson had a fuel starvation problem on his number 66 machine. So, 3 unlikely reasons out of the race, I guess you might say, for Collard Moore and Nick Johnson. But, yeah, it is what it is. So, averaging 133.5 miles an hour, Cole Deaver. Our congratulations to him for winning the AC Delco 400 here at Rockingham. The second season in a row we had a first-time winner at the Rock. Last season it was Andrew Perry. This season now it's Cole Deaver, and as he takes the Alan Kwiecki special to victory lane here today. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. You'll never know what the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires here. In our 2003 races, gaming videos, you'll find it all here on the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. Here, the next race on the tour will be at Phoenix, Arizona for the Subway Fresh Fit 500. Until then, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 5 years of offline racing at its best.